The DiMera mansion has always been the epicenter of intrigue and drama, but this New Year's Eve, the stakes have never been higher. Amidst champagne toasts and glittering decorations, the Salem elite gathered to ring in the new year, but as the clock ticked toward midnight, secrets unraveled, alliances shifted, and relationships faced the ultimate test. JJ and Gabby's New Year's connection. JJ Devereaux approached Gabby Hernandez with a warm smile, his voice filled with hope as he asked, "Would you like to ring in the new year together?" Gabby, who had been nursing a glass of sparkling cider, hesitated for only a moment before agreeing. It had been a while since she'd allowed herself to let go and enjoy the moment, and JJ's genuine demeanor made it hard to say no. As the evening progressed, JJ and Gabby found themselves on the balcony overlooking the DiMera Gardens. The cold night air did nothing to dampen the warmth between them. When the clock struck midnight, JJ leaned in, and Gabby didn't pull away. Their New Year's kiss was sweet and filled with promise, signaling a potential new beginning for both of them. Philip and Stephanie, a complicated reunion. Inside the mansion, Philip Kyriakis and Stephanie Johnson were another pair finding their way back to each other. The two had a history, one fraught with misunderstandings and missed opportunities. However, on this particular evening, the chemistry between them was undeniable. As they shared a passionate kiss at the stroke of midnight, Alex Kyriakis, Stephanie's current flame, watched from the shadows. His expression darkened with jealousy and heartbreak. It was clear that Philip and Stephanie's reunion wasn't going to sit well with Alex, and the fallout was bound to be explosive. Belle and Jada's liberation. Meanwhile, Belle Brady and Jada Hunter decided to embrace the spirit of the new year with uninhibited enthusiasm. Belle, still reeling from her complicated relationship with Sean, found solace in Jada's no-nonsense approach to life. Together, they hit the dance floor, laughing and spinning under the sparkling lights. For one night, they let go of their troubles and simply lived in the moment. The Rafe Conundrum. As the party continued, EJ DiMera's mood soured when he noticed Gabby's presence. "Who invited you?" he asked, his tone laced with irritation. Before Gabby could respond, not Rafe, the identical imposter of Salem's police commissioner, burst into laughter, clearly enjoying EJ's discomfort. However, the night took a bizarre turn when the real Rafe Hernandez walked in, coming face to face with his doppelganger, Arnold. The room fell silent as the two men sized each other up. Tensions escalated, and it wasn't long before a heated confrontation ensued. The guests watched in shock as Rafe and Arnold clashed, leaving everyone wondering which Rafe would ultimately emerge victorious. Johnny, Joy, and Chanel's revelation. Upstairs, Chanel Dupree stumbled upon a scene she hadn't expected, Johnny DiMera comforting a tearful Joy Wesley in one of the bedrooms. "What's going on here?" Chanel demanded, her voice sharp with suspicion. Joy, clearly upset, tried to explain, but her words only deepened Chanel's concern. Johnny, ever the charmer, attempted to defuse the situation, but Chanel wasn't having it. "I want every gory detail," she insisted. As the truth unfolded, it became apparent that Joy and Johnny's encounter wasn't as innocent as Johnny had hoped to portray. Chanel's anger and hurt were palpable, setting the stage for a dramatic confrontation that would have ripple effects on their relationships. Philip and Stephanie's morning after. The morning after the party, Philip and Stephanie woke up tangled in each other's arms. The previous night's passion lingered, but so did the weight of their actions. "What does this mean for us?" Stephanie asked softly, her eyes searching Philip's face. Before Philip could respond, Alex barged into the room, his fury evident. Accusations flew, and the situation quickly devolved into chaos. In the heat of the moment, Alex blurted out that he had spent the night with Joy, a revelation that only added to the evening's drama. Holly, Sophia, and Tate's revelation. In another corner of Salem, Holly Jonas, ever the observant young woman, caught Sophia Lane in a compromising position with Tate Black. To Holly's shock, Sophia revealed that she was pregnant. Though the news was unexpected, it wasn't hard for Holly to deduce who the father was. When confronted, Tate tried to downplay the situation. "This doesn't have to change anything between us," he said, his tone pleading. Holly's response was immediate and cutting. "Are you serious?" To complicate matters further, Sophia's mother arrived, declaring that not only was Sophia having the baby, but she and Tate would be raising it together. Holly's world turned upside down as she grappled with the implications of this bombshell. As dawn broke over Salem, the fallout from the DiMera mansion's New Year's Eve party began to settle, but the drama was far from over. Relationships were tested, secrets were exposed, and the residents of Salem were reminded that in their world, nothing stays quiet for long. The new year promised fresh starts and new challenges, but one thing was certain: life in Salem would never be boring. Days of Our Lives preview: a New Year's Eve party exposes more than one secret. Plus, Sophia's mom has Tate parent-trapped. As the clock ticks closer to midnight, the residents of Salem are gearing up for what promises to be an unforgettable New Year's Eve. With glitz, glamour, and a touch of scandal, the Horton Town Square is transformed into the setting for an epic party, but as always, secrets refuse to stay buried for long. The party that's the talk of Salem. Julie and Doug have outdone themselves, hosting a lavish celebration that has the entire town buzzing. Glittering lights and elegant decorations line the square, where residents mingle in their finest attire. The theme of the evening, a night of revelations, is fitting, though not everyone is ready for the truth to come out. At the heart of the event is a charity auction, with proceeds going to rebuild the local community center. Julie beams with pride as she oversees the evening's activities, but her joy is tempered by the absence of her beloved Doug, whose ghostly warnings from beyond the grave still linger in her mind. She's determined to make this night special, hoping it will heal some of Salem's wounds, but she doesn't yet know the fireworks that are about to ignite. Secrets that won't stay hidden. Johnny's web of lies unravels. Johnny DiMera has been spinning an elaborate web of deceit, and tonight, it threatens to collapse. After months of covering up his involvement in the time capsule theft, Johnny is cornered by Chanel, who has pieced together enough clues to demand answers. Wearing a stunning sequined gown, Chanel's presence is commanding as she pulls Johnny aside. "You think I wouldn't notice?" Chanel hisses, her eyes blazing. "Every time something shady happens, you're right in the middle of it. Spill it, Johnny. Now." Johnny's charm falters under Chanel's interrogation, and it's clear he's running out of excuses. Before the night is over, Johnny may not only lose Chanel's trust but also face legal repercussions for his actions. Sophia's mom pulls the strings. Elsewhere, Sophia's mother, Elena, has made a surprise return to Salem with a cunning plan. Tate and Sophia's budding romance has become a source of tension, and Elena decides to intervene. Inviting both their families to a private dinner earlier in the evening, Elena orchestrates a classic parent trap, setting the stage for a heart-to-heart that neither Tate nor Sophia expected. Elena's goal? To force the young couple to confront their true feelings, whether they're ready or not. But as the night unfolds, Elena's manipulations may backfire spectacularly, threatening to drive Tate and Sophia further apart instead of closer together. Old feuds reignite. Kristen and Brady's tense exchange. Kristen DiMera arrives at the party with her signature flair, but her sights are set on Brady Black. Still reeling from their last confrontation, Brady tries to keep his distance, but Kristen corners him near the champagne fountain. "You can't avoid me forever," Kristen smirks. "We have unfinished business, Brady." Brady's jaw tightens as he glares at her. "If by unfinished business you mean cleaning up the mess you've made, then no thanks. I'm done." The exchange grows heated, drawing the attention of nearby partygoers. Marlena and John exchange worried glances, knowing all too well how volatile Kristen can be. As midnight approaches, Kristen's true intentions remain unclear, but one thing is certain, she's not leaving the party quietly. Unlikely alliances and surprise confessions. Jada and Rafe join forces. Across the square, Jada Hunter and Rafe Hernandez find themselves in an unexpected alliance. Both are investigating separate cases that seem to intersect, and tonight, they share a crucial piece of evidence that could blow the lid off a major Salem scandal. Huddled in a corner, their intense discussion sparks curiosity among the other guests. Rafe leans in, his voice low but urgent. If this connects back to Clyde Weston, we've got more than just a case on our hands. We've got a ticking time bomb. Jada nods, her expression grim. Let's hope we can defuse it before it's too late. Their partnership is professional, but the chemistry between them is undeniable. Whether this newfound camaraderie will lead to something more remains to be seen. Leo's shock admission. Leo Stark, never one to shy away from drama, takes center stage during the charity auction. Bidding on a vintage pocket watch, a seemingly innocuous item, Leo suddenly freezes as memories flood back. Under the weight of his guilt, he blurts out a confession that stuns the crowd. All right, fine. I'll admit it. I knew about the time capsule theft. But it wasn't my idea. Leo's voice carries across the square, silencing the chatter. All eyes turn to Leo, whose dramatic revelation sets off a chain reaction of accusations and finger-pointing. His attempt to clear his conscience only adds fuel to the fire, leaving everyone wondering what else Leo might be hiding. Romantic twists and midnight surprises. Alex enjoys unexpected connection. Amidst the chaos, Alex Kyriakis and Joy Wesley find themselves drawn together in an unexpected moment of vulnerability. Joy, still grappling with the fallout from her recent choices, confides in Alex about her fears and regrets. I don't know how to fix this, Joy admits, her voice trembling. Every time I try, I just make things worse. Alex's usual bravado softens as he listens. Sometimes, the only way out is through, he says, his tone surprisingly gentle. You don't have to do it alone. Their conversation is interrupted by the countdown to midnight, but the spark between them lingers, hinting at a potential new romance in the new year. The midnight kiss that shocks Salem. As the clock strikes 12, the crowd erupts into cheers, and couples share their midnight kisses. But one pairing shocks the town, Chad DiMera and Gabby Hernandez. The longtime adversaries find themselves locked in an impulsive kiss, leaving everyone, including themselves, stunned. Abigail's memory looms large as Chad pulls back, his expression a mix of surprise and regret. Gabby, ever the pragmatist, shrugs it off with a smirk. Happy New Year, Chad. Guess we're full of surprises tonight. Explosive cliffhanger. Just as the festivities seem to wind down, a sudden commotion rocks the square. A masked figure emerges, holding a mysterious object that glows ominously in the moonlight. Panic spreads as the figure makes a cryptic announcement. Salem, your time is up. Gasps and screams fill the air as the masked figure vanishes into the shadows, leaving behind a sense of dread and uncertainty. As the residents of Salem scramble to make sense of this new threat, one thing is clear, the new year is off to a dramatic start. What's next for Salem? With secrets exposed, relationships tested, and a looming danger on the horizon, Salem's residents face an uncertain future. Will the truth bring healing or more heartache? Can alliances withstand the pressure, or will they crumble under the weight of betrayal? And who is behind the mysterious threat that promises to shake Salem to its core? Stay tuned for more twists and turns as Days of Our Lives continues to deliver the drama we love. The new year may have begun, but for the residents of Salem, the real fireworks are just getting started. Seas like the DiMera Mansion is the venue to visit on New Year's Eve. JJ pregunta a Gabby si quer celebrar juntos el New Year. We're attractive, she's not going to derribar him. JJ Gabby intercambian un beso de Navidad, al igual que Philip Stephanie. Alex detecta ellos no paris contento. En tanto, Belle and Jada se confrontan con their propios demonios. An irritado EJ cuestiona a Gabby quien invito a not Rafe a la celebration, as not Rafe laughs and snorts. Oh, and the auténtico Rafe se encuentra con una sorpresa cuando se cruza con Arnold, quien se asemilla a él. Which Rafe is going to emerge highest? Chanel captura a Johnny and Joy in a habitation, donde Joy cries to her one-night stand. Chanel exige saber que sucedió entre Joy y su marido. Obviously, she's exhausta, cuando Chanel comunica a Johnny que dice cada detalle más íntimo. Philip y Stephanie se encuentran en cama juntos, y parece que Alex y Joy optan por materializar la falsedad de que ambos tuvieron sexo. Or, ¿acaso es solo una escena para body and soul? Holly descubre que Sofía está con Tate y descubre que está embarazada. Holly probably puede determinar quién es el padre por sí misma. Tate informa a Holly que esto no debe modificar ninguna relación entre ellos. Her respuesta? Are you serious? Es cuando Sofía's madre surge y declara que no solo Sofía está embarazada de este niño, sino que también Tate y ella planean criarlo juntos.